Good morning, boys and girls. This week we're focusing on the long A sound. So today we're going to read a decodable called Shade Lake. Let's listen to the story. Remember, look at the front cover. I want you to think about, what do you notice? Shade Lake. Do you think this is a fiction or nonfiction story? Yes, you are correct. It is nonfiction because it is a photograph of a lake. The big tree gives it some shade. There is a bench. Now let's listen to the story.
Shade Lake by Tracy Lane. That
Long A. Rake, grape, scale. High frequency words, many and start. Many children start their computer game.
long A. High frequency words. Many. Start. Shade Lake by Tracy Lane. The class trip is to Shade Lake. Mrs. James set the date. Start to make plans. What can we do there? Asked Jake. I will look up the name, said Kate. A website came up. We can do many things. We can go in a big cave. I want to see a whale, said Gabe. Can a whale swim in a lake? Make a list and save it, said Mrs. James. Bring a game for the ride, and do not be late. Can we take Nate with us? Asked Dave. Yes, said Mrs. James. Nate can fly away. Moms and dads came. Wave, kids, said Mrs. James. Let's go to Shade Lake. Long A. Away. Came. Cave. Date. Dave. Gabe. Game. Jake. James. Kate. Lake. Late. Make. Name. Nate. Save. Shade. Take. Wave. Whale. Can you find these words in the book? Many. Start. Long A. Gabe. Jake. Kate. Nate.
Good job. Why do you think all of these have a capital letter? Do you know? Yes, they are proper nouns. That means they are a person's special name. Okay, we're going to go back to the beginning of the story. Who can tell me what was the story about? Yes, you're right. This class was going to go on a field trip. Mrs. James's class was going on a trip. Where were they going to go? Oh, to Shade Lake, you're right. And what were the students doing on the computer? They were trying to find some information about the trip. So they were doing some research. When you try to find information about a story, it is because you are going to do some research. Now you have your own decodable books at home. I want you to find the one with Shade Lake, and we're going to highlight all the words that have the long A. I want to just do the first page with you, and then you can do the rest of it on your own. And remember, you have this book to read all week long. The class trip is to Shade Lake. Mrs. James set the date. Start to make plans. Yes, Shade Lake. Oh, you found the high frequency word as well. Start. Now, also on Clever, here is Clever. I want you to do the benchmark activities on Clever when you go on to your Clever section. Is there any more long A words? Mrs. James. Set the date. So now I want you to continue on your own by yourself. Okay, great job, boys and girls. Have a great week and practice your reading. I will see you tomorrow.